A lot of people come down here to do photo shoots for the exclusive leafy sea dragon. What a load of crock. G'day, Goose here. Join me as I travel to South Australia's most popular seaside holiday destination. I'll take you via the picturesque coastal route where you'll see some amazing locations and attractions. And we'll visit a campground that is 75% empty, yet they put up the no vacancy sign. Plus, stay tuned as I'll show you how to get across to Kangaroo Island. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. I'm at a place called Second Valley. Now, it's a nice little beach. It's actually one of my favourites. And it's very, very popular, especially on weekends and holiday time. I'm actually standing at the end of the jetty. Now, over there, there's that little island over there. You can actually walk over there. You can see a couple of guys going over there now. And over in the distance, there's a little bit of a cave. And people actually walk around there and they sit on the points over there. You can go around further, but it's really hair-raising. But a lot of people do go on this little section over here and they do a bit of fishing off the rocks. Very popular place, Second Valley. A lot of people come down here to do photo shoots. Even as I speak, there's one down here right now. A group of people just doing photo shoots. Instagram, whatever you want to do. Probably similar to what I'm doing. And it's not a bad fishing spot when they're on. I've actually seen massive schools of garfish and kingfish down here when they're on, and it's very popular with the squidders. They come down here and do a bit of fishing. And a lot of people like to come down and do a bit of fishing. Very popular with the snorkelers too, just around those points over there. A lot of snorkelers get around here. So that's Second Valley. Very, very popular little beach. And as I said, when I say little, yeah, it's little. The beach is not even maybe 50 metres long, rocks either side, jetty. And that's about it, but people just love to come here because it's so secluded. And look at the water, absolutely beautiful. I'm at a place called Rapid Bay. Now, this little area, it's just a campground and a very popular jetty. Now, the jetty over there is very, very popular with snorkelers and divers looking for the exclusive leafy sea dragon. Used to be some fantastic fishing there years ago, but over through the years the storms have knocked half the jetty down. They built a new one, and it's never been the same since. And then you have the campground. Yeah, the campground's over there. $12.50 a head. I've just driven past it, they say it's full. What a load of crock. The place is 3/4 empty. I've driven around so the dash cam should pick up most of it up. Beautiful beach, terrific little beach, you can see all the people on it. Over in the distance there's a cave, and I believe around the bend there's another cave you have to use watercraft to get to it. $12.50 to stay at the campground, yeah, per person. Unpowered, facilities are okay, and on weekends, public holidays, etc., it's it's mayhem. Reports have come back, it's pretty feral sometimes, but look, for the price of $12.50 for the Rapid Bay camping ground, if you can get one on the front sides, you can see all the caravans on the front sides, you've got a great spot. But the further you go back in, it's just a dust bowl. So very, very, you got toilets. I don't know if they've got showers, but you got toilets over there. So it's very popular though. Rapid Bay campground. I'm at Cape Jervis, and that's actually the Scenic ferry going across to Kangaroo Island, heading out as I speak. I'm sitting here for a few minutes waiting for the wind to die, but it's just not happening. And in the distance, you might be able to see from the haze, it's actually Kangaroo Island. So it's about a 30 minute, 45 minutes ride. Today, with this wind, it's going to be one bloody rough one. But that's the Scenic heading across, the car carrier, the transporter, heading across to Kangaroo Island. And if you look at the distance, I don't know if we might pick it up with this, but you can just see the other one coming back in. So I might hang around and watch that come in. It's got a bit of a tailwind, so it should be here shortly. It's bouncing around, it's flying actually. So that's the other one coming in as I speak. So one's going out as the other one's coming in. I can see it coming towards us. Now also, if you're down the way at Cape Jarvis, there's not much down here apart from this to go across to Kangaroo Island. But behind me, we got the big lighthouse. Now, if you do come down here, the other side of that lighthouse, go for a bit of a walk up here while we're killing some time. There are heaps and heaps of parking areas. Now, I'm not staying camp for a month or camp for a week, but if you're getting on the ferry and you've got an early morning ferry connection, check out this big area here. Now, there's no sign saying you can't camp here. I'd be coming down here, talking your bum down for a while and getting a connection ferry in the morning or in the afternoon. If you get a late one, come here and stay the night before you head back in town, back to Adelaide or wherever you're going. Look, the beach is a rock, there's no sand. I believe there's one around the corner further. There's a beach, but it gets absolutely windy. Okay, I've come back. I've come back inside the van. Honestly, I'm getting blown around outside. It's ridiculous. Now you can see the ferry heading off. It's just left. It's going to be one rough ride going across. But in the distance, to just over there, you can see the other ferry that's coming in. So as one goes out, one goes in. You see over there, they're already starting to line up the vehicles. There's some trucks over there waiting to come in, and all these cars we see parked around here, well, I'd sort of say they're all over across on the ferry. So as I said, it's absolutely blowing a gale there. That would be one rough ride going across. I did it once, went across and come back. Going across wasn't too bad. Going back, I had to sit in the middle of the ferry because it was just so rough. I was getting seasick. But and you can see Kangaroo Island in the distance. Now, Kangaroo Island's over 150 kilometres long. I'm not quite sure how wide it is. Maybe 60 or 70 kilometres wide, but it's 150 kilometres long from memory. So it's not a day trip. People think, oh yeah, it's just a day trip. No, it's not a day trip. Spend a bit of time over there. I wouldn't go over Kangaroo Island less than for 5 days, at least 5 days. It's a beautiful place. It's some fantastic beaches, some great fishing, some beautiful little towns, and some great national parks over there. And a definite must. It's not cheap to go across, but you want to go to Kangaroo Island, you got to pay the price. Now here's the ferry as it's coming in. As I said, there's two ferries running. One goes across, one comes back. Now what they do is actually quite amazing how they do it. They drive in, then they actually reverse it back in. These captains who operate these ferries are very, very skillful. You'll actually see it come in, and then it'll probably stick its nose in somewhere, and then it backs on the other side. It's just amazing how they do it. I've seen it once. I thought, how the hell do they do that? And then you start looking at all the padding and pillars they got sitting around the place, and then you can see how they do it. They actually stick the nose in and just spin it around. So you can see it coming in now. The nose goes in. It's virtually turning on a dime, just about. How good is that? And especially with this wind as well, it's absolutely, as I said, it's blowing a gale. So this wind will be pushing that boat around in all directions. Looks like the wind's pushing the ferry away from the landings. But right now, I'm heading out of here because once that ferry docks, it's going to be absolutely chaos because, as I said, all these people in these cars are probably on that ferry and they'll be piling off very shortly and it'll be absolute traffic mayhem. So I'm getting out of here before they get off. Scenic, Kangaroo Island. That's the only way to get across there. Well, I finally made it to Victor Harbour, down south of Adelaide. Something tells me I'm going to be here for a few days, so I might end this video here. So don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification button. So stay safe and I'll see you on the next one.